Good evening, student. In this video, we are trying to learn about the process of osmosis in relation to plant cell. Osmosis in terms of definition and in terms of mechanism we have already discussed in the chapter cell. So if you want the osmosis definition and mechanism, please go and watch the video in the playlist of chapter cell, the unit of life. Here in this video we are discussing osmosis in relation to the plant cell. Osmosis is the movement of water from its higher potential to its lower potential across the semi-permeable membrane. So osmosis, this term we always use to denote the movement of water. So osmosis is always a movement of water from its higher potential to its lower potential across a semi-permeable membrane. So whenever the water will move from its higher potential to its lower potential across the semi-permeable membrane, then that movement of water is called as osmosis. Now talking about the plant cell, in plant cell, the plant cell is surrounded by cell wall and cell membrane. This cell wall of plant cell is freely permeable to water and all the dissolved molecules of it. As the cell wall is having channels of protein which make the cell wall permeable, which makes the cell wall freely permeable, so this cell wall of plant cell is freely permeable to all water molecules and the molecules which are dissolved in water. But inside the cell wall there is cell membrane, and cell membrane is a selectively permeable structure. Okay, so this is a cell membrane and cell membrane is selectively permeable. What we have said, that the cell wall is freely permeable and a cell membrane is selectively permeable. So the water and the dissolved solute in water will keep on gathering in the space between the cell wall and cell membrane. Let's say for example, these are the molecules of water, and these water molecule along with the dissolved solvent will keep on coming from outside to inside, and they will keep on gathering in the space between the cell wall and cell membrane. But in case of plant, we are having another membranous structure. A plant cell will have a large size of vacuole, and the membrane of vacuole, that is tonoplast, is also a selectively permeable structure. This vacuole in case of plant will have the vacuolar swab, okay, and that swab which is present inside the vacuole will contribute for the solute potential. So this swab is responsible for solute potential, that is psi p. and due to this psi p, the water potential inside the vacuole is lower compared to the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is not a pure solvent, or a cytoplasm will not have the pure water. It is also in the form of solution. So here also the solute potential is negative and the water potential is also negative. Now outside there is a pure water, or let's suppose solution of dissolved solutes. If this water potential is more than this water potential, the water will move from higher potential to lower potential. That means from this space the water will keep on coming into the cytoplasm, because here the water potential, that is psi w, is negative compared to outside. Now compared to this water potential of cytoplasm, as the vacuolar swab will have more amount of solute, the water potential inside the vacuole is still more negative, and that's why the water will go from cytoplasm to vacuole. Okay, so in case of plant cell, cell membrane and the tonoplast, they are the two important determinant that are the semi-permeable membrane which determines the flow of water in unidirection, that is from outside into cytoplasm and from cytoplasm into the vacuole. So cell membrane and tonoplast, they are the two important determinant of osmosis in case of plant cell. So in case of plant cell, cell membrane and tonoplast are two important determinant of osmosis. Clear for this thing? But the net direction of osmosis and the rate of osmosis is determined by the concentration of the substances, okay, and pressure potential of water molecule. So here the net direction and the rate at which the water will move from outside to inside will determine by two factors, that is pressure potential of water and concentration gradient of water. So naturally the water will move from outside to inside the cytoplasm, and from cytoplasm it will move to vacuole. But the net direction, this net direction of water flow is determined by pressure potential of water and the concentration gradient of water. In earlier classes we have performed the experiment of potato osmometer. हमने क्या किया था potato osmometer में? So the experiment of potato osmometer, इस एक्सपेरिमेंट में हमने एक बीकर लिया था और इस बीकर के अंदर नॉर्मल पानी लिया था, और हमने पोटैटो को सोप केस जैसा बना के पोटैटो के सेंटर में एक होल बना के इस पोटैटो में कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड शुगर सॉल्यूशन डाल के इस पोटैटो को वाटर के अंदर रख दिया था. सो वी हैव प्लेस्ड द पोटैटो which is having a central cavity, and inside the central cavity we have put the concentrated sugar solution. So this is a concentrated sugar solution which we have kept inside the potato. So as this is a concentrated sugar solution, that means this solution is having more amount of solute. More the amount of solute, lesser will be the water potential. So here the water potential is less, and outside there is pure water, so there will the water potential will be more. So naturally in this condition the water will move from its higher water potential. Here the water potential is 0, that is higher, and here the water potential is negative. So the water will move from higher potential to lower potential, and due to this, let's suppose firstly the solution is present at this particular level, and due to movement of water inside, now inside the potato you can see the increased level of water. So the water will keep on rising inside the potato as it will have a concentrated solution. So this was the earlier experiment which we have already performed in our lower standards. Now to understand this particular condition in case of plant cell, we have to consider two separate systems. Let's say for example we are drawing these two systems. This is system A and this is system B, separated by a semi-permeable membrane, and both the system will have water molecules. So these are the water molecules, and we are putting some solute inside both the systems. So let's say for example we are putting these solutes. So as you can visualize, system A is having lesser amount of solute compared to system B. So here in case system A will have more amount of water molecules which are free. So naturally system A will have greater water potential compared to system B. So here a psi W for system A will be greater compared to a psi W of system B, because system A is having more amount of water molecule. Now if you consider the solute potential, then the solute potential is the amount by which it will decrease the water potential. Okay, so system B is having more amount of solute, so the solute potential of system B is more compared to a solute potential of system A. So we can write psi S, that is solute potential of system A, is less compared to psi S of system B. Okay, solute potential is always negative. Let's say for example we have added certain 2000 solute molecules in system B. So the solute potential of system B is minus 2000 Pascal, and we have added some 1000 molecules in system A. So a system A is having the solute potential of minus 1000. Here in system B there are 2000 molecules of solute which will engage 2000 molecules of water. So let's say for example कि in both the system we are having 10,000 molecules of water. So in system B there are 2000 molecules of solute. For engaging this 2000 molecules of solute, 2000 molecules of water will get utilized. So in system B we are having 8000 molecules of water which are free, and in system A there are only 1000 molecules of solute. So for engaging these 1000 molecules of solute, 1000 molecules of water will get engaged. So in system A we are having 9000 molecules of waters which are free. That means A is having more water molecule compared to system B. That's why water potential of system A is more compared to water potential of system B. Now in case of osmosis, the water will move from higher water potential to lower water potential. So in this system, across this semi-permeable membrane, the water will move from system A to system B up till equilibrium. So the osmosis will happen across a semi-permeable membrane up till equilibrium. Are you clear? Okay. When the equilibrium will achieve? Suppose 500 molecules of system A will get transferred to system B. Then in system B we are having 8500 molecule, and in system A also we are having 8500 molecules. So after transfer of 500 molecules, this system B is having 8500 molecules and system A is also having 8500 molecules. At that time we can say the equilibrium is achieved. Are you clear for this thing? Now in terms of solute potential, the water is moving from system A to system B. System A is having lesser solute potential compared to system B. So water is moving from a solution which is having lesser solute potential to a solution which is having greater solute potential. Okay. In case of water potential, the water will always move from a system which is having the higher water potential to a system which is having lower water potential. But in case of solute potential, the water will move from a system which is having lower solute potential to a system which is having higher solute potential. Do remember this point. Okay, here in this particular case the water will move from system A to system B. System A is having more water potential. Let's say for example कि system A is having a water potential of 0.2 kilopascals and system B is having a water potential of 0.1 kilopascal. So naturally the water will move from higher water potential, that is 0.2 kilopascal, to a lower water potential, that is 0.1 kilopascal. So do remember all this point. This is all about the movement of water, that is osmosis, in relation to plant cell. Now in the next video we will try to learn about the Bristol funnel experiment, in which we will learn what happens to water potential or the process of osmosis under the pressure gradient. Thank you.